We are rolling.
Hey everybody, this episode of Joe Code is brought to you by BetterHelp. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com. Your mind is one of the most important parts of your body. Our sponsor, BetterHelp, provides customized and affordable online therapy, so it's never been easier to prioritize your mental health. Joe Code listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/Joe Code. That's BETTERHELP.com/Joe Code. Thank you, BetterHelp, for being one of our sponsors. We appreciate you. And here we are, everybody. Welcome to Joe Code. This is episode 23, and also the first episode here in Austin, Texas. I went out and bought me a cheap semi-cowboy rancher hat just to get things started off right. I am here recording with my new partner, producer, technician. We are here at Faust TV Studios with my new friend, Gary Faust.
Thank you for having me.
Gary, pleasure to have you here. Gary is the new Aaron. We're not going to call him that, but just for the sake of right now, like, who is Gary? He's the new Aaron because Aaron couldn't come to Austin with me. He has a wife and a baby and a career, so he didn't want to come just for this, which is understandable. But Gary, it's great to have you. Great to thanks for doing this. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, Gary?
Well, I got the Faust TV Studios podcast studio here in the loft in my house. And we shoot a lot of pods out of here. We like to have a good time, and glad to have you as part of the team, part of the family.
Yeah, thanks for having me, and thanks for bragging about owning a
Yeah.
While all of us out here are renting.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice to own a home?
Yep. I bought
a Chevy Silverado. Good for you.
I bought the house right before the values shot up, so not only do I own a home, but it's appreciated a lot. Yeah. So things are just going really
I appreciate it as well.
Yeah, well, hey, man, that's how we're able to do shoot all the pods.
Yeah, this is, it's great to be here. It's great to be here in Austin. Great to be here with you, even though you're not wearing shoes. Gary is barefoot. It's going to be guys, this is a professional. I always say how this is one of the most professional podcasts going, but this is Gary's at home. This is his house, so he's gonna wear whatever he wants. So get off his back.
How you liking Austin so far?
I like it a lot. Moving set me back a bit. It cost more than I thought it would. I thought I can just sell my stuff. And I'm like, I'll sell my stuff and I'll get new stuff. But I'm spending a lot more getting new stuff than I got for the stuff I was selling the stuff and people were offering like, coffee table here, take 4 cents. They would just reach into their pocket for change and just hand me pennies, just a fistful of copper. It was ridiculous. Yeah, so I'm spending way much. I spent like $225 at the airport just checking bags because they were overweight and I had like 4 big bags and then it cost me money to move the bags. I had to spend at LAX airport at $7 for a cart, for one of those carts to move your luggage.
You have to pay for
those? You have to pay, yeah, to move your bags. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to leave the bags. But yeah, it's $7 because they have them like locked up in a thing. It's so ridiculous. And then Austin, it was $6. So I spent $13 on just moving my bags. from place to place. From
Did you get a furnished apartment?
no, non-furnished.
So
All that's in there right now is a king bed. I went king because it was for the, I talked about it in my last podcast. I've always been a queen guy. Really just don't need all that room. But I went king because it was the price of a queen, so they got me on that gimmick. You know what I mean?
why didn't you just get a U-Haul?
Because it costs about $2,300 to do that, but I'm probably spending about $8,000 just buying new stuff.
From where?
From Los Angeles.
That's why.
Yeah, it's far. These western states are big.
Well,
it's like 1,500 miles.
I rented a
just
U-Haul.
to drive through 2 states because New Mexico is the size of, something big.
I rented a U-Haul from Nashville, and it wasn't nearly as expensive when I went from Nashville to California. But when I went from California to Texas, it was like 4 times as much.
Yeah, because they do it by the mileage, and screw all that. Whatever. So it set me back, and now I'm, not doing so well financially. So, you have to adapt. I've always been a guy that adapts to my surroundings. I had to get a job. I haven't had a regular job in about 7 years. So I'm working for the man again right now. I'm doing valet at a very prominent hotel here in Austin. You got to do what you got to do. And I'll tell you what, you valet here in Texas, this is professional valet. Because you know what I'm valeting? It's a lot of big trucks. It's a lot of your F-150s, F-250s, Ram TRX, which I think is my favorite truck. It's like the Ram version of the Ford Raptor. Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
I think that's my favorite one. I like your Chevy Silverado too, but that Ram TRX is my favorite, and I get to drive it. You like
Toyota trucks?
I do. I like. I actually was looking at getting a Tacoma before I lost everything. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, but it's fine to have these problems, like right now, I don't have a car.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does suck,
Yeah.
and that is actually this sucks for the week, ladies and gentlemen. This sucks is not having a car. I thought I got money when I sold it, which was nice, but it's very hard to get around. I have blisters on my feet. That is a fact. There's too much walking. But right now, I'm in the process of saving up, and we will get a car again. It's too early. We're gonna do we'll do the ad after the Joe code, Gary. We're learning on the fly here. Okay, but so at the valet gig, I'm clearly the oldest guy on the job. I'm 37. These guys are young.
College kids?
Yeah, one guy was 23. He was trying to clown me. He's like, he asks me how old I am, and I tell him, and he's like, oh, I'm 23. And he's like, it's interesting, 14 years difference, and we're doing the same job. Just trying to clown me. And I was like, well, hey, pal, I'm not the one who smashed into a pillar. Yeah, he drove a pickup. I think it was an F-250 into a pillar in the parking garage. He just side-swiped it. I heard it. I saw it. And he's trying to clown me. Nice try, buddy. Learn how to drive, bitch.
What's his name?
His name is Seth. Nice going, Seth. Trying to tell me, yeah, well, I'm a good driver, so I'm doing the job right. So don't try and clown me. That's what you get.
Did he say that before or after he hit the pillar?
This was after, but it'd be more funny if it was before. For karmatic purposes. Well, it was post-karma. Because he probably realized, oh, wait, I suck at this job. So I shouldn't be clowning the older guy. I'm like, I think they're going to start calling me Gray Bush. You ever see Grandma's Boy when they call him Gray Bush because he's older than everybody?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for doing your homework, Gary. I gave you one assignment. You didn't watch Grandma's Boy. But yeah, so this kid, I'm a little older than, you're what, 20-something?
About to be 29.
29, yeah, so you're 28. Yeah, there's certain things I don't do anymore. Like last night, you and your girlfriend were trying to get me to do shots. I don't do shots, all right? You learned that, and don't ever ask again. Yeah, it's just I don't, I don't do them anymore. You guys are very nice for offering, and I won't. So you guys got 3 shots, and then he poured it to make 2. So you had a double shot. So good for you guys.
I didn't even really want to take that, to be honest.
What was it? A whiskey?
I don't remember.
Yeah. Well. But yeah, valet is, there's the thing now too. It's like it's back to the bullshit of having a regular job, just as far as like these rules. So we're at this hotel, and I go to wash my hands in the lobby in the bathroom, and you can't be a worker using the lobby bathroom.
Really?
Yeah. Imagine if a guest were to see the valet guy washing his hands, what would happen? Ooh, such a scary scenario. The guy was he was cleaning the bathroom. He works for the hotel also. He was like, saw me in there washing my hands. He's like, next time, no. Next time you go downstairs where the peasants wash their hands. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like when you have a regular job, that's why it was never for me. Is there's many reasons why, but there's always the hierarchy of if you're a certain job, you're less than.
Right.
Which they make sure to make you feel that. Because imagine being that person who were to complain if they saw me washing my hands, and like, who would actually go up to the front desk at this hotel
and take the time to do that?
Hey, I saw this valet guy. He was washing his hands in the bathroom, and I am just appalled to see that. What are you gonna do about it? Imagine being that person and then thinking, like, oh, what did I just do? How miserable am I that is a thing that I did? That's the thing. That doesn't exist anymore. Maybe that was back in like ancient times when the jester would use the king's bathroom or something. That doesn't exist. Those people don't do that. No one's gonna say, oh, the valet guy with his shorts and he had his bulging calves, because I have big calves. He had his bulging calves glowing at me in the bathroom. So it's ridiculous. One of the valet guys was telling me, one of the higher ups was telling him he was drinking water at the valet stand at the main driveway, and there's this woman that told him, "Can you not do that out here? Drinking water." Wait,
what?
These people that just, it gets to a point where you just want to control us. Hotel that I can't say the name of because I need the job right now, and I don't know if somebody will probably get a hold of this. This is a big podcast. This is Joe Code. We're with All Things Comedy. All right, this is a big podcast. I can't say the name of the hotel, but it's professional valet. Take that, Strider. my good friend Strider, Gary, who you don't know. Maybe you'll get to meet him someday. His thing is valet, so I'm taking over Strider. Guy valets at Beverly Hills. What are you driving, those bitch-ass Mercedes? Why don't you get behind the wheel of a Ram TRX? You can't handle that, Strider. You don't want none of this mess. Is that what they say? You don't want none of this mess? That's not really an expression. None of this something.
You don't want none of this. I think it's just this.
Yeah, but there's like a thing. I don't know.
A saying?
Yeah.
Is it a Southern thing?
Gary, Aaron would have known what to say there. So, learn stuff. Sorry, I don't mean to be hard on you. It's your first day on the job. We're here at Faust TV Studios. It's a great attic you got here. Thanks for having me.
It's a loft.
Yeah, it's a loft. Let's get into Joe Code for this week. So Joe Code for this week is make a good first impression. So I am new to Austin, and I'd like to say I'm happy to report I made a great first impression here. I did my first show here in Austin at Vulcan Gas Company, which is a big music and comedy venue here. It's a lot of fun. Great people work there. Great place to hang out and catch a show. And I'm happy to report I had a great set. That's just reality. I acknowledge it. It was great. It was. I don't know. I don't like touting myself, but it was fun. Gary, were you there? No, you didn't see me go up. You got there later.
No, I was at Vulcan though. I saw you.
No, but you didn't see me perform. Yeah, thanks. No one to corroborate the story, but it was great to the point. So getting to the making great first impression point, so the guy that puts on the shows is Big Laughs Comedy, right?
Yeah, Big
Is that
Laugh
the name?
Comedy.
Big Laugh Comedy. Yeah, so the booker, Danny, this cool guy, Danny's like, hey, man, that was great. I really dig your comedy. He's like, so you're like a professional comedian, huh? I'm like, yeah. What and then he's like, yeah, I mean, I really loved it. I'm going to get you a lot of more spots. I'll be in touch with you. And yeah, I look forward to booking you on a lot more shows. And, so that's great. Make a great first impression. Very important. And, so now we're going to go into the, ad here. Once again, everybody, we are brought to you by our sponsor, BetterHelp. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. Check them out at betterhelp.com/JoeCode. The best way to think about therapy is through a bunch of analogies. We get our cars tuned up to prevent bigger issues down the road. You saw this one coming. We get annual checkups and go to the gym to maintain physical wellness and prevent injury and disease. We do chores regularly, well, some of us, to avoid a giant mess of a house and roaches. Going to therapy is like all of these. It's routine maintenance for your mental and emotional wellness to prevent bigger issues down the road. Going to therapy doesn't mean something's wrong with you. It means you're investing in yourself to keep your mind healthy. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you could start communicating with your therapist in under 48 hours. Why invest in everything else and not your mind? This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and JoeCode listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/JoeCode. That's BetterHelp.com/JoeCode. All right, thank you, BetterHelp.
I looked that up, by the way.
What?
The only thing that I could find was you don't want none of this smoke.
Yeah. There's something after this.
That was the only thing
None
I
of
could
this
find,
smoke. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
I think
it's it's smoke. You don't want none of this smoke. Strider. Yeah, so I've been buying all this new stuff for my apartment. And what is it with I'm never getting new towels again. Just forget it. The lint, do you know what I'm talking about? You have to wash. I think it's like probably a night. You have to wash it for 90 days straight to get rid of the lint.
And all that shit comes out of it all the time.
It's so ridiculous.
It gets on your arms.
I washed them a couple times already. Still cleaning my hands and just lint all over. And then it messes with, because I wear contacts, so it's messing with that.
Oh.
Because I'm washing my hands before I put in the contact, then I just lint all over my hand, and then I'm putting in the contact, and it's making my eyes red. You know, it's upsetting. What is that with towels? I mean, how many? Seriously, it's ridiculous. It's very annoying. That's right, Seth. I don't mean to get. But I'm looking forward to Austin and dating again. You have a girlfriend, Gary?
Yep.
Isn't that nice? What's that like? Being like, hey, I love this woman and she loves you back. What's that like? I'm asking personally.
It's it's work. It can be work sometimes.
Yeah, but what's just the general feeling of like, hey, I love this person, they love me too. What does that feel like?
It's hard to put that into words. I can think about it.
But it's great.
Get back to you. Yeah, it's great.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was.
That'd be one way to describe it.
Well, yeah, no, I just mean hey, I'm into this person, they're into me. That must feel good.
Yeah. When's the last time you had a girlfriend?
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm not going to answer that question. Moving on. We're not talking about broads, and no, I shouldn't say that, but hey, this is Texas. Do they say broads here?
Yeah.
You hear that a lot? No, but we're gonna be we're not gonna be doing that. I try not to swear on this podcast either.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. We can. I mean,
I swear a lot.
Yeah, if you want, you can, but just watch it with the F. I don't know. I'm having a real problem with bed pillows, though. I'll tell you that much.
Why's that?
I need a firm pillow, and I haven't found. I need like a bed of rocks.
A real stiff bed.
Yeah, like basically wood boards. I need to sleep on.
Have you thought about just saving the money and maybe
what?
Sleeping on like a sidewalk?
Yeah, at this point, I'm ready to. It'd probably be good for my back. I mean, if I could just get a couple of 2x4s inside a pillowcase, I'd go to sleep. I don't know why I need such a firm pillow. I mean, I have such like a...
You have a bad neck?
I have heart. It's everything here. There's a lot of tension back here.
Are you a stressed out guy?
That's what they call it. Yeah.
I'm pretty high strung sometimes.
Yeah,
too.
I'm stressed. Gary, thanks a lot for the tap water, by the way. It is not even a filter here. Welcome to Texas. Here, have the tap. It's like slightly above room temperature.
Above? It's slightly above room temperature?
Yeah, I don't know. It's good, but what do you? Are you glad you're a part of this podcast?
Yeah. Good time.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm having a good time too. We'll do a few more minutes and then we're gonna wrap it up. But I think this is going well so far. I think people are gonna like you and your mustache, and just don't show your bare feet on camera and we'll be fine.
I mean, you can kick your shoes off if you want. You know, it's supposed to be a welcoming environment.
Yeah, no, I just I don't know. I feel like I need to be business-like when I do this, and if I'm not wearing shoes, I feel like I'm a little too. But I mean, to each his own.
Well, you got the business casual hat.
Yeah, I'm really digging the hat.
I like the feather.
Yeah. Do people see it? Is it on camera? Is it here?
Yeah, I think
I like the feather.
That, yeah.
It's a good feather. Now I'd like to get into This Is Great for the week. And This Is Great for this week is my body really soon. Because, listen, I'm doing so much walking. Yesterday I had walking and running. Like at valet, I'm sprinting to get these cars. I'm running, jogging, sprinting. I had 27,000 steps yesterday. So I've already shredded off 5 pounds since I've been here. I'll probably shred off another 10, and then it's just a chisel fest. I'm gonna look insane. Okay, I'm gonna just be wearing this hat and nothing else, and it's gonna be great. I can't believe, but I mean, my feet are killing me. I need to get some insoles. Like thick ones, big ones.
Get the Dr. Scholl's. That's what I use. I used to be a valet.
Dr. Scholl's, yeah, used to be. When did you do it? When you were in college? Like most people, yeah.
I actually liked it, to be totally honest.
Yeah, I like it too. I think it's a good job, and I don't plan on doing it for very long. But I moved here. I have an expensive rent.
What part of town are you living in?
I'm in I guess it's East Riverside or like the lakefront.
Oh, yeah.
I'm right by the boardwalk at Lady Bird Lake, which is also the fucking Colorado River. And there's, as I'm explaining to Gary, we don't swear on the podcast. I say fucking Colorado River. So, but yeah, it is a river, but it's also with a bunch of lakes intertwined.
Right.
I never knew that was a thing geographically, but it's good to be learning that stuff as we get older. That a river could have lakes in the midst of it.
Yeah.
See, I grew up near the Mississippi River, which is a giant. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah.
I think it's wide. It's very wide. It looks like a lake, but I've never heard anyone calling different parts of the Mississippi Lake whatever. So I'm new to this. But I'm sure there are lakes mixed in with that.
On the Mississippi?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It is freakishly wide.
It is, yeah.
Freakishly.
So.
I mean, the Colorado's, you take the bridge over First Street, you're over it in a second. Mississippi takes a minute to drive across.
Yeah, I would imagine it probably takes like 10 minutes to walk across. Like this river takes about 5 minutes to walk across, but. All right, that's enough of the body of water talk. We're not going to... This isn't going to be a geography podcast. So, but yeah, it's great to be here in Austin. I really feel at home here. Everyone's very welcoming, very friendly people. And Gary, it's great to meet you. I don't know you. If anyone's wondering, did you know? No, we literally met a week ago.
Yeah, Curtis introduced us.
Yeah, Curtis introduced us. I think we'll be able to establish good rapport here.
Oh, yeah.
This is our first episode together. There was no rehearsal, people. This is not freaking play. You know, we did this. You know, I met Gary. He's a good guy, and he seems like, he's got a great studio here. He's a cool guy. And
the studio's under renovation, as you can see by this halfway built wall.
Yeah, I mean, that's really classy. Good. As I was talking about first impressions earlier, my fans are going to hold that against you.
I'm not much of a first impression
That half
guy.
wood that you got there.
Yeah. Yeah, it
sounds like Saturday night. Sorry.
We got the sign we're gonna put up, and then I got some faux brick I'm gonna put behind.
Yeah,
you.
yeah. People, it's gonna be faux brick behind us soon. That's gonna be great.
In fact, it would just got delivered right when you were showing up.
Yeah.
I wish it would have got delivered earlier so I could have put it up.
Yeah, it's all good. That'll be nice. Yeah. So this was fun, Gary. We're gonna now conclude the episode. There's no big wind down. I just say bye, and
that's it.
And then that's it. So,
Cool.
Everyone, this is it. Episode 23 from Austin, Texas. Thanks everyone for tuning in. This is Joe Code, and I'm Joe Marrese.